So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I want to dive into today includes this week, the Portal finally drops, and I'm excited for it. The Wolverine Leak that surprised everyone, Days Gone developers' next game's release date, Rise of the Ronin and Death Stranding 2 are seemingly on the way, and the Silent Hill 2 remake release date. First, what is your current game of the year? The Game Awards Gaudy list drops today, and by the time you're watching this, the list is probably already out there. I'm interested to see how this goes for this year with how many amazing games that have dropped throughout the year. But putting that to the side, what is your current game of the year? Mine is currently Spider-Man 2, but what about you guys? So comment below, what is your current game of the year? Let us know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, this week the Portal finally drops. We've been waiting for months for this thing since the original leak from Tom Henderson and then the confirmation at the PlayStation Showcase earlier this year in May. The Portal launches this Wednesday, November 15th. Unfortunately, without the PlayStation earbuds or the Elite headset, which are the only 2 headsets that work wirelessly with this thing, but the earbuds drop on December 6th, so not too long of a wait, while the Elite headset drops in February 2024. Reviews are going live today, so by the time you're watching this, the reviews are probably already out. I'm curious to see what a lot of these people think. I'm mainly focused on latency. I know this thing's already going to be comfortable to use pretty much because it's a DualSense controller, and DualSense controller is comfortable for me. I just care to see if the latency is any better and how stable is it, and comparisons to your phone, to other products that you use remote play on. I'm going to be watching a bunch of these videos today. Before we get to the next story, we're almost at 100K, guys. So if you enjoyed the video so far and have been enjoying my videos, of course, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done so yet, we're almost there. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Silent Hill 2 Remake release date. So the Silent Hill 2 Remake situation has been a weird one. The game was revealed last year at the Silent Hill transmission in October. We got a lengthy trailer showcasing the game. It seemed like it wasn't far from release. We also had the developer blooper team in March of this year say that the game is nearly complete, technically complete, but they couldn't launch it yet. That control lies with their partners, obviously Konami and Sony. So it's been more than a year since the Silent Hill trailer reveal and about 8 months since the developer said they were nearly technically complete, and we still have yet to get any new concrete information on the game. Silent Hill 2 Remake has been popping up in multiple locations recently online. Retailers are putting it up for pre-order like GameStop or Amazon, which many are hoping points to something happening soon for the game. We also had website PC Game Benchmark supposedly leaked the release date of March 21st, 2024 before taking that down after the internet caught wind of this. Now we have another website. We have Retro to Hero here on X finding another example with retailer cd.ch listing the game for a March 30th, 2024 release date, just 9 days later from the PC Game Benchmark date. If you click on the release date, it states the publication date is based on information from our suppliers and can be met in the vast majority of cases. If the publication date is unknown, the delivery date will be given as soon as it is available. This information is without guarantee. So again, without guarantee, but if this date is based on information from their suppliers, that's interesting. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but it's the second date that we've seen, second late March date that we've seen so far in relation to Silent Hill 2 Remake. Hopefully a release date trailer drops soon and we can end this madness finally. But you guys let me know if you're excited for a Silent Hill 2 Remake or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, Rise of the Ronin and Death Stranding 2. So this one is an interesting one. Rise of the Ronin is confirmed for 2024, and rumors have it dropping in early 2024. Death Stranding 2, we only saw one trailer, I believe, last year at the Video Game Awards, and we've had nothing since. Now we're here where we have Shinobi 602 jumping into the equation. He was the person who leaked that Sony was going to reveal news in mid-September, and that ended up being the state of play. He's also chimed in many times over the years to just slip some information out there and just go quiet again in terms of leaks. He just comes and slips in and then slips out. That's how he's been doing it. A user on Reset Era recently stated that they believe in 2024 Sony will only have Death Stranding 2 and Rise of the Ronin as their big single player titles, and there won't be anything from first party. Shinobi 602 replied to this saying, "There's other stuff, whether it makes it or not is another question, of course." So there's two things. He seems to agree that Rise of the Ronin and Death Stranding 2 will release next year. We know that Rise of the Ronin again is coming out next year, but we didn't know that for Death Stranding 2. So that's interesting. The Game Awards 2023 is looking like it's potentially set to be huge if things like Silent Hill 2 Remake show up, Death Stranding 2 shows up. Rise of the Ronin could probably show up as well if that thing is actually releasing in early 2024. Of course, nothing is confirmed. Let's see how things go. The Game Awards go live this December 7th. Now, the other thing here is, what's this other stuff he's talking about? Is it Wolverine? Because the user he's replying to mentions lack of first party in 2024. So I'm curious if that first party stuff, that other stuff, could be potentially Wolverine or something else. And now diving into the final story of the video, Wolverine Leak that surprised everyone, and Days Gone developer Sony bends next game's release date. So these two come from the same source, these two pieces of information. The concept artist on website ArtStation has two very interesting listings on his production list. The artist is Hung Ngai, but I think that's Hung Nguyen. I think that's short for Nguyen. And he lists Wolverine as one of the projects he's worked on and that it releases in 2024. He also listed Sony Bend's unannounced project and that it supposedly releases in 2025. I do want to note that since this story started to spread, the artist has since taken down the mention of Wolverine and Sony Bend's new IP. So that's interesting. Take from that what you will. But getting back to this, the Wolverine release date lines up with what Jeff Grubb said in that Insomniac is internally targeting a late 2024 release date for Wolverine, but that it could slip into 2025, early 2025. This person has it marked as 2024 as well, which caught everyone by surprise. People should also remember that Wolverine has been in development since early 2021. By late 2024, it's almost 4 years. That's a lot of time for Insomniac. The first Spider-Man game was developed in 4 years, so connect the dots there. That's a lot of time for Insomniac. They're very efficient with their development. As for Sony Bend's new IP, 2025 sounds about reasonable too, since that game started development in 2021 as well, and by 2025 it would be about 4 years. They probably started development earlier in 2021, maybe late 2020, but probably based on Jason Schreier's report, it was early 2021. So 4 years for that sounds about reasonable as well. Let's see, of course, how all of this goes, because Sony has got to start talking soon about what their first party is doing. Spider-Man 2 is out, so what's next from first party studios? But you guys let me know if you think Sony will show up at the Game Awards or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. So subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Bring On the Show. Obviously, this is a reference to the Game Awards. We're probably going to reference it a couple of times across these videos before the show actually begins. But if you're excited for the Game Awards based off the information that we talked about today, destroy the comment section with Bring On the Show. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.